My vision for a perfect world in, say, 7 years' time will be a cooperative society where businesses, environment, human beings, spirituality, ecology are all working together. That's my vision. It has to be that way, that everybody comes from a much more holistic perspective. The idea of a circle of planetary elders, of men and women who truly operate from their wisest, highest self would be a dream.
We've got to find something new, and something completely new means moving away from a money-based society. All the ancient cultures have a form of Ubuntu, communities that work as a unified community of individuals for the greater benefit of all the people in that community. And for that you don't need money. So no money, no barter, no trade, no value attached to anything, where everybody contributes their God-given talents or acquired skills to the greater benefit of all in their community.
How could we change money so that it is aligned with the principles of the gift? So that if you want to stay wealthy, you can't just keep it, but you have to circulate it. You have to put it out there in a way that will benefit other people. In a gift culture, the more generous you are, the more wealthy you are. Because if you give generously, then if you have a need, everybody's going to want to take care of you too.
Give what you can and take what you need. What's neat is that those human principles are being applied to business. And so it's a complete reversal of profit at all cost.
You put 1 grain in the soil and you get 10,000 grains back. That means a 1,000,000% profit margin. This you don't get with money. So there's always abundance. And they say that this farmer, I mean the true farmer, not the cash cropper, the people who plant like this, they will become the next leader, they will become the next banker. So my Hopi father also said that, yeah, you cannot eat money, so start planting corn. Prepare yourself for the next economy.
Money makes the corporate engine go round. You can't separate from it, but it doesn't have to be money at all cost. And so really what's on the cutting edge is designers using design thinking and design understanding at problem solving in very unique ways and coming up with, and of course, extremely new and exciting solutions.
When you view the Earth as a living being, it fundamentally shifts your relationship. Rather than imposing a value, a price tag if you like, on Earth, instead of that, what you do is you actually fundamentally shift in legal terms to trusteeship law. And so that's about us becoming stewards, seeing ourselves as trustees, acting from an altruistic place on behalf of future beneficiaries, and future beneficiaries whom we may never meet.
I think it's much more powerful to receive the vision and then to step into service to that vision.
The advancement in technology and the brightness of these kids coming through, just how awake they are and how they just pick up any piece of technology and within a couple of minutes they've mastered it. I'm really excited about what's going to happen for the future with regards to, you know, these youngsters coming up with ways to deal with plastics in the ocean and other ones that are coming up with ways of dealing with all of these things that we've looked at the wrong way, and they just come in with a completely different mindset and how to look at it, and they come up with the solutions. I have it with my kids. You know, some of the ideas they come up with, I go, how did that, you know, you come up with that? You're 8 or you're 5 years old. It's an amazing time to be alive. And I just think with technology and with the ability that we have to think forward now, and with the technological advances that we have, we're in for a magical ride.
Our current way of looking at energy, it comes from a completely different perspective. It comes from electricity. Electricity is just one form of energy. Nikola Tesla clearly showed us that his radiant energy that didn't kill you, that traveled through everything instantly, could power everything.
There was a time a long time ago when the entire world knew what the flower of life was. It is the creation pattern, so it was the pattern that this reality was created through. In ancient times, every building they built there wasn't any single thing they put into any of these buildings that wasn't based on the harmonies of music and the flower of life. It was the key to Leonardo da Vinci and how he was able to unfold everything and appear as a genius when really his genius was simply by understanding the flower of life.
The Atlanteans employed crystal energy. They used the technology of crystals to power their homes, to power their travels, to power everything. All crystals are knowledge keepers. Your computer is a crystalline store of knowledge because it has a silicon quartz chip in there. So it is the very nature of quartz to store information.
I mean, we've also discovered an incredible cavern in Mexico that has the what they call the kings of Selenite. And the Earth is revealing these and showing us what it's made of.
They're actually 11 meters. They weigh 55 tons apiece. These are, I call them pylons. They're as big as redwoods. This is some of the beautiful minerals in Mother Earth that we're literally walking on. Can you imagine pylons and crystal cathedrals and maybe several of Superman's fortresses of solitude in the earth? These great gifts are given to humankind, or they wouldn't come up in our consciousness. They would be cloistered, wouldn't they? They would not be given to us as a gift at this time. It was a rebirth into this moist, or out of this moist, hot womb. And I believe these crystals, what I could hear on the inner was this amazing hum. I felt like I was in the center of the universe and that I could literally hear God's language of light and sound.